Good evening. This is Billionaire Keisha, and I am here this evening with the purpose of making sure that we talk to everyone on a level which they can understand, interpret, digest everything that it is that we are going to be talking about, all things Lydian World this evening. So if you're here for the Lydian World training, you are definitely in the right place. I will try to go as slow as possible. This is being recorded. The link is in the chat, but I will post it once again in case you had someone who did not get the information that you would like to pass this along to. Go ahead and do that now. We're going to talk about a few things. Our objective this evening is to talk about, firstly, how to access Lydian World. If you know these things, please do not feel that I'm insulting your intelligence by any means. We have individuals from all levels. We have novice to masters probably here on this call. So I want to make sure that it's clear enough for even someone who has never gotten into their Lydian world so that you understand. And we go away with information that was helpful. Okay, so we're going to talk about how to access Lydian World, how to register if you're not registered, how to export NFTs, how to export Lydian Lions, how to acquire citizenships, positions, or plots, and then we'll have Q&A. In the meantime, while I'm speaking, if you have a question that comes up, please make sure that you place it in the chat, and then we will go from there, okay? Try as much as possible not to put it in the regular chat so it won't get lost. All right, sound good? All right, let's get after it. The first thing that you need to know how to access Lydian World. If you have never accessed Lydian World, please type in the chat a 0. So I know who my audience is. If you have accessed it, type in a 1. Okay? If you have not accessed Lydian World, and this is your first time being exposed to this, type of 0. If you have accessed it at some point, type a 1. All right, very good. Okay, Flash, I see you. All right, great, very good. We do have quite a few 1s. We have a couple of 0s. So I want to make sure that we speak as if no one has ever seen it, okay? So we're gonna be probably redundant to some of you who have been exposed, but please be patient, bear with us, because we know this business is always growing. We have a ton of new people, and that's a good thing. Growth is a good thing. So what you want to do is make sure, if you are just accessing it for the first time, if you would please be logged into your GS Partners platform. Everyone, please do that as we're working, because I want this to be interactive. I may call upon you to share your screen, especially if you get stuck. I want to be able to help you, okay? So what, Donald, can you mute for me, please? Dr. Renita, if you could help me mute individuals as well. So we'll have a clean recording for those individuals who watch afterwards. Okay, so the first thing you want to do, I need you to make sure that you are logged into GS Partners, please. And once you have logged in, please put done in the chat, done. All right, I'm looking at the chat. I'll monitor it. Thank you, Ms. Thompson. I see you. All right, great. Rhonda Gay, Rayte Henry, thank you. All right. I'll let a few more of you get done. All right, thank you. Teeny Ellis, Denise Levine, very good. Very good. Great, thank you. Okay, Lena Pond, I'm assuming that means that you are done with your number one. Type done if you are finished, done. Thank you. Petrus, all right, very good. All right, very good. We still have a few folks coming in. No worries. Okay, so if you have logged in, we're gonna move forward, okay? You're going to look, you need to look on your left control panel. It's very important. Look on your left control panel, scroll down until you see Lydian World.
This meeting is being recorded.
Okay, make sure that you scroll down and click on Lydian World. All right, everybody with me? All right, great. Yes. All right, very good. So next, it should send you over to this. It should send you over to this page. It should send you over to this page. Okay. Once you get to this page, you're going to see two options. Okay. You're going to see a couple of options. All right, we got a couple of people in the waiting room. Let's admit everybody. All right, very good. All right, so once you have navigated over to this particular page, if you have not registered, you are going to definitely be clicking on the button for register, okay? Again, please be patient. If you have already done this, this is for those individuals who have never completed this process. Once you do that, we're going to follow the prompts, which are very, very self-explanatory. It's basically going to ask you if you have put in your email address and your password. Okay, can you hear me? One recommendation is for you to use the same email, if at all possible. Use the same email that you used when you registered your GS partner account, okay? That's one recommendation. And to help yourself, I would also possibly, all right, Ms. Thompson, I also made you a co-host to help me and Dr. Renita out. If you have registered, make sure it's the same email and password if possible, just so that you won't confuse yourself when you're trying to navigate between the platforms. So it's going to ask you to register, and then it's going to ask you for your email and your password. Once you do that, now let me go back in the chat and look for who was it that this is their first time. Raw Giddings or Flash Epps, are you willing to go through this live and share your screen with me? If you are, raise your hand by using the reactions button so that we could help individuals navigate through this section. Mr. Giddings or Mr. Flash, are you either of you willing? Yes, no? Okay. Okay, Derek Gibbs, you said, okay, as far as the sponsor, you don't have to necessarily have a sponsor. You don't have to fill that part out. I'm going to stop sharing. I need to see if there is a person that is willing to do this live. Mr. Epps, are you in a place where you are willing to do this live for us? Or Mr. or Mrs. Giddings? Okay, not a problem. I just wanted to help people navigate because there is a section. I'm going to share my screen here. Hold on one moment. Bear with me. Where I need to make sure that you have completed this step. Okay, I'm going to share my screen.
I keep getting the validation.alpha_dash for my email address.
Are
Is that
you
typical? Do I need www or
for your email address?
yeah? Do I need to put www in there or what?
Oh no, sir. You should be
Or
able to.
just the email address, right?
Yes, sir. Mm-hmm.
Yeah, I keep getting a validation.alpha_dash under
Okay.
that email.
Okay.
Won't let me go forward.
Would you like to share your screen so I could see if I could help you with that, or I
I
could?
guess I have to. Look, I'm trying to figure out how to do that while I got you on the line on
Oh,
this
how to
Zoom
share?
here.
Okay. Are you on your laptop or are you on your cell phone?
No, you know what? I'm on my, so I'm on both. So I mean,
Okay.
if I share my screen, then you have to give me the controls, right?
Yes, sir. And I think I have given that right. Yes, sir.
I
You
have
can
to,
do that. So on the
you
bottom,
cannot share screen while the participant is sharing.
yeah, I just stopped sharing. So try again.
Okay, all right, let's try it now. I'm gonna go. I can go in from here, I guess. Let's see, where are we?
You can
There's
type
so much stuff
Lydian,
going on.
Lydian.world.
Let me see where we at. That means I got to go log in. I was on my phone, GS Partners. Give me a second.
Okay, no problem. Thank you for being willing, and thank everyone for being here.
Oh, shit, we trying to get this. We appreciate you. Look, we appreciate you, sister. Shoot, let me see how we trying to get in, log in.
Yeah, we have some amazing leaders here on the line, so I'm grateful for everyone.
I'm in this hotel, so let's see. Go back over there.
All right, if you're going to Cape Town, type a C in the chat while we wait for Mr. Gibbs to get. All right, good, Miss Henry. Look forward to seeing you. All right, Miss Hines. Yes, I'm excited. Yes, Dr. Renita, I'm excited. Yes, Miss Lewis, exciting. All right, you just go ahead and share again. Okay, Miss Singleton, I see you. Whenever you're ready to share, go ahead and you can put it back up, okay? Are you still there, Mr. Gibbs? He may have kicked himself out. Okay, nevertheless, I will share my screen so that we can move forward for the sake of time. It's important when you log in, can you see my screen?
Yes.
All right, great. So you want to tap onto the little person icon. And if you have not linked your account, it's going to ask you to do so. There will be a little button underneath where the welcome is. There will be a button somewhere in one of these that says link account. You basically are going to follow the prompts for that as well. Okay. So what we just went over, this segment was just talking about how to register and how to get yourself logged in, link accounts. Okay, Ms. Singleton's coming back in. Okay, so we're going to move forward. One of the next things that we're going to talk about is, well, let me ask if there are any questions on how to get logged in. Anyone? Okay. The next thing you want to do once you have linked your account, you want to go back to your GS Partners tab and you want to check your NFTs. Why would you do this? You want to check on your NFTs to see how many you have. So on the left-hand control panel in GS Partners, notice I'm saying GS Partners, not Lydian World. In GS Partners, you want to scroll down to the NFT button, okay? And once you do that, you're going to go to the next step, which is export the latest whatever number NFTs. This is very important. To the far right, you're going to notice it's going to tell you how many are required to mint all of those NFTs. How many Lydian Lions that is. And so that's why we have not exported the Lydian Lions yet, because you need to have some Lydian Lions to export any of your NFTs. How many of you still have NFTs on your GS Partners platform? Type a 1 in the chat. If you don't have any, just type a 0. Because what I found the other day when I was helping someone with this, they didn't even know that they had NFTs still sitting on their GS Partners dashboard. So far, it looks like everybody. Rhonda Gay, Kenneth Pollard, Teeny Ellis, you all have some NFTs. And hopefully you have some Lydian Lions to export those NFTs. All right, Mr. Hood, I see you. All right, Ray Tay Henry, I see you. Okay, so it's very important for you to check your balance and see if you have enough Lydian Lions. If you do not, we may have to have a separate segment so that I could show you how to navigate through that. But if you have your Lydian Lions still on your GS Partners dashboard, you're simply going to just tap onto that button that says export latest NFTs, okay? And then next it's going to give you a few prompts. You go ahead and follow the prompts, and then they will be exported over to Lydian World. All right. Any questions about that segment? Raise your hand. And great, Miss Newman, you exported all of your NFTs. That's fantastic. Great, means you're minding your business. All
Miss
right.
Keisha, I'm sorry, this is Rhoda. I have a question, but I'm sorry, I don't see how to raise my hand. And
Okay, no
I'm on
problem.
the laptop.
Yes.
I have already exported my Lydian Lions to Lydian World a few
Okay.
days ago. But when I hit export now, just on one of the NFTs, it says export cost free. Now, does that apply? I'm assuming because it's a membership NFT? Are those
Yes,
free to export?
yes, they are. Mhm.
Thank you.
Miss
Mhm.
Keisha, I have a question.
Yes, Miss Gwendolyn.
I was on your last class that you had, and I actually was online and I followed everything that you did and wrote it down. Now, as far as the export of your NFTs, I did that, and I was doing exactly what you was doing when the girl had Louisiana and all of that. So I did exactly the same thing, but I lost one of my NFTs. I don't know if I should have went that far with. I should have probably just exported them and just left them there and not kept following suit with what you guys was doing. But right now, I only have 5. I was just wondering what happened to that other one.
I am not certain. We may have to look at that individually.
Okay, okay, yeah, I'll get with you about that.
Okay.
Thanks.
All right. Thank you so much. All right. Anyone else have a question about this NFT segment before we move forward?
I'd like to ask a question. My name is Lottie.
Yes.
Okay, I'm on the same page that you're on, and I see the little man with the hat, little clown looking man.
Yes. The dwarf.
Dwarf, yeah, okay. And where would the NFTs be? I heard you say it, but I guess I wouldn't.
That is an NFT. You would either click, if you only have one, there's a box next to it that says export now. If you
Okay.
have more than that, it's a box at the top that tells you export latest, like if you have two NFTs or latest 5 or how many you have.
Well, it's a box at the bottom of him that says view your NFTs.
Mm-hmm.
Do I need to click that?
Yes, ma'am.
Okay.
Now, do you see the box at the top that says export the latest ones?
No, ma'am.
Okay.
Now let me tell you this though. Like the lady before, I had already logged into this and I exported my what was it
Lydian
my
Lions?
yeah to Lydian World, and I I don't know anything about this, so I don't even know how I got those. But I noticed that I noticed that I haven't accumulated any since.
Right. Usually you acquire Lydian Lions and an NFT every month when you pay your membership fee. If you paid for the year, you may have gotten a lump sum at that time. So it's based upon whether or not you have paid a membership recently or not.
Well, I've never moved any of them, so I don't know why I don't have any.
Okay. And are you currently your membership is active?
Yes, ma'am.
Okay. You may have to submit a support ticket then. I'm not certain why you may not have yours there. Okay.
Let me let me apologize to you. I just scrolled down and I do see it.
Okay.
It's like your page is different from mine. It's like mine is yours is where we can see all of it at once. For mine it's but you have yours on a thing just for this, huh?
Yes,
Just
ma'am.
for this
Yeah,
quote. Okay.
this
Okay,
is
well
a
now I see them now. I'm sorry.
no worries, no worries. All right, thank you. Shirley Hamilton, you have your hand raised. You can unmute.
Hi,
Hi.
hi. How you doing? My name is Shirley, and I got on. I'm on Ben X team, so I hope I can be on the call. You still can help me, right?
Yes, yes.
um.
Fine.
Okay. I was trying to listen to the part where you said click on, because mine says export latest 8 NFTs. What are those, and what should I do with them?
You need to tap export.
Uh-huh.
Just tap that button. It's gonna populate and show you if you need Lydian Lions to mint them or not.
Okay. So
Yes,
where it says export latest 8 NFTs, just hit that button?
yes, ma'am.
Okay. And it says export now?
Yes.
Okay, it says failure. You need to have your account linked to Lydian World.
Okay. Right. Yeah, we went over that part last segment, but no worries. The recording will be available and you will be able to go take a look at that. Okay. Now, one thing you could do is you could use your left control panel to scroll to Lydian World to open up that Lydian World window and register as we continue to move forward in the presentation. And then you could go back and try to export at that time. Okay.
Well, I'm already in Lydian World. Like I registered and just
Okay,
clicked
so
on it, open up.
that means that you need to go to your little man icon that's up in the upper right hand corner. There's a bell, there's a wallet, there's a icon for a person, and then
Oh,
there's
link account.
yes, ma'am. That's what you need
Just
to do.
hit
Yes, ma'am.
Okay.
All right. All right.
Okay.
We have one more hand raised. I
Thank
believe
you.
that is Gwendolyn Lewis. Go ahead with your question.
So my question, I probably just didn't put my hand down, but I do have one little quick thing I wanted to ask you. When you viewing your NFTs, I see now you still have the showing the dwarfs. Now my NFT and it says select the USD value is showing NFDT, but they got values on like 28, 58, 188, 288. What is that? That's
It just tells you how much you paid if
oh
you
really?
if you acquired some. Yes.
Oh, okay.
Mm-hmm.
Okay. All right. You know what? And I think I found that sixth one too, because I counted 6 right here for the
Okay.
select value, but I didn't see but 5 dwarfs. I'm looking for that other dwarf. I gotta find it.
Okay.
Ah,
Thank you.
okay, thank you. Let me put my hand down.
Okay. All right, Mr. Gibbs, you raise your hand.
Yeah, look, I'm still having problems logging in, and I don't want to hold up everybody, but that's kind of where I'm at right now
Oh, is your
on the
Lydian
registration
World,
side.
okay, yeah, that was going to be my question. Is your Lydian World already linked, or you can't get past the email because of the error?
I can't get past the registration part, right? That email.
Okay. All right.
Keep saying validation at dot alpha.
Okay. And do you know if you have any other windows open perhaps with that Lydian World?
No,
Okay.
no.
All right. We may have to.
It was doing it on my phone at first, and then I couldn't get past that, so I went on and logged in on the computer.
Mhm. Okay, so we may have to look at that after. I'm sorry.
That's
Okay.
fine. That's fine. That's right. I don't mind going ahead. Go ahead.
Okay, all right. All right, next, everyone, we're gonna move forward. We're gonna go to the next section. Again, just make sure that you look at that balance that it says that's required. Oh, it looks like Rayte Henry has a question, or was that an error? Was your hand
No,
up?
it was just a real quick question. So once you push the button export and it says success, are you still seeing it show all the doors? Do it still show it?
What you should do is you should refresh and
Okay.
see if they have disappeared. If they've disappeared, that means they're orbiting over to Lydian World. Okay.
Got it. Okay.
All right. All right. Let's move forward. All right. The next thing that we're going to talk about is once you have already exported those Lydian, I'm sorry, your dwarfs or your NFTs, the next thing you want to do is to send your Lydian Lions from GS Partners dashboard over to Lydian World. Now, the first thing that you need to do is you need to copy and paste, and in your wallet, in your GSP, platform, you have a wallet for Lydian Lions. And what you're going to do is you're going to highlight the numbers and just copy it. And then you will go over to Lydian World, and then you will select financial, okay? Financial is right under the world map on your control panel on Lydian World. Okay, so you have copied and pasted the amount of Lydian Lions from GS Partners, and you have gone over to your Lydian Lions web browser that's open in another window, and you've used the control panel to scroll down, and you're going to tap onto financial. And right at the bottom, there is the assets box that has the total number of assets that you have. You're going to see deposit, withdraw, import. You want to tap the word import so that you could bring those Lydian Lions from over in the GS Partners platform over to your Lydian World platform. All right, you can take a screenshot of this. I'm going to stop sharing this screen and I'm going to show it, demonstrate it live. Okay. All right, so we're going to go back here and I'm going to show you my GS Partners page. Let's get back to the dashboard. This is a junior account. It's one of my younger daughter's accounts. So I'm just using it for these illustrative purposes this evening. Get past all of your pop-ups or little commercials. And then what you're going to do is you're going to highlight the amount of Lydian Lions. And then you're going to go and copy it and go back over to Lydian World. I'm navigating back to my financial tab. And as you can see, I am going to select import. Okay. Now I am going to import. But you know what? I want to go back just to be safe, to make sure all of the NFTs have been migrated before I use those those Lydian Lions, because I may need some of these to export my Lydian, my NFTs, and I do. So I'm going to go ahead and export mine. I'm doing it live. And as you see here, I have 12. My cost to export is going to be 62.22 Lydian Lions. And it says it was successful. Okay, so that means that my Lydian Lion balance decreased just now by 62 Lydian Lions, okay? So now I am going to highlight the number of Lydian Lions again because it changed. So I'm going to copy, and then I am going back to the dashboard over here in Lydian World I went to financial, and now I'm here at import, and I am going to import those Lydian Lions. Not very many, but there are some available. And it will pop up a notification in just a moment. It says Lydian World is now orbiting. Your Lydian Lions are now imported to your wallet. Okay. You just click on OK. And then my balance increased right here. Now, we're going to go back to the presentation so that we can move into the next steps. Okay. All right. Hope everybody is still tracking. All right, we're going to move forward.
I have a question.
Okay, go ahead.
So you're saying that, and I've already done this, but just for further to, if I'm having to help someone else, you're saying that it's most important to transfer your NFTs first before you transfer your Lydian Lions. See, I did it backwards. I did mine last. I just transferred my NFTs when I was on the call with you the last time, but I've been transferred my Lydian Lions.
Okay, well, that means you acquired some other Lydian Lions in between, or you didn't need any. You know, it could be one or two of those scenarios, either one. Okay. Thanks. All right. So next, we're going to go into how to acquire citizenships, positions, or plots. All right. So first thing is you're going to navigate in Lydian World, not GS Partners, in your Lydian World web browser. You're going to use the main control panel, and about 3 tabs down is World Map. The next thing, once you click on World Map, you're going to tap Simulator, and you will see that near the top middle of your Lydian World web browser, okay? Once you click Simulator, tap that box, it's gonna pop open the next window, which is where you're going to put in what you would like to become. If you're just trying to be a citizen, you don't have to change anything. I think it's defaulted to citizen. If you want to go for president, vice president, senator, congressman, any of those positions, you'll change that drop-down bar to those respective positions, okay? The next thing you're going to do is you're going to enter how many Lydian Lions you want to place. What I suggest is that you start in the minimum, put a 1 or 100, just depending on how many you have, and then you put the maximum amount that is sitting on your Lydian World dashboard in that box. And if you want to see the mining treasuries that are available, I highly recommend checking that box underneath the minimum and maximum there's a small little box right above see eligible countries that you need to check that box to show available mining treasuries. Okay, for the crawl, walk, run demonstration, I'm going to stop sharing this screen. I'm going back to the live Lydian World page so that I could show you this in real time. Okay. And then if we have anyone that is willing to volunteer, I'd be happy to allow you to go through each one of these steps. Okay, so if you can see my screen, I hope you can. I'm going to highlight the number of Lydian Lions, but I'm also going to jot it down because this can be testy. So it's only a small amount, 654 and 41 Lydian Lions. So I'm going to tap onto world map. And can anybody type in the chat, what button am I going to click on next? Thank you, Ms. Newman. Yes, simulator. Simulator. So I am going to make this a 1, and then I'm going to try to paste that number, which is not the correct number. So I'm going to type in what I wrote down. And then I am going to check show available mining treasuries. I made it big in case you're on your cell phone. There is a little checkbox right here. You want to select that checkbox. Now I'm going to tap see eligible countries. Well, if there are none, nothing will be lit up. And it looks like there isn't anything lit up. So what I'm going to do, just for illustrative purposes, I'm going to change this to 6,000, well, 6504, just for the illustrative purposes, even though I don't have that many. Okay. All right. Now you'll notice a lot of different things lit up. Type of 1 if you can see that. I want to make sure I'm not losing anybody. All right. Okay. Good, 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 good. Everybody seems to be tracking. All right. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to try to become a citizen of Kentucky. And if you notice, it says that there are 152 citizenships still available. Excuse me, total citizenships already in use is 152. There are still 125,851 that are available. This is a great, it's a pretty decent PCI. The staking wallet, however, is not so great. It is very small. So you can take a look at several different ones. And there's a little trick that I found. If you go back to simulator, after you close that window, you don't have to retype the numbers in. You just tap on see eligible countries again, and it's going to show you some of the other ones that are available. So I'm going to go over here in the Middle East. Let me see if I can find what I'm looking for here. I'm just going to tap Iraq just for giggles. Again, it shows how many citizenships are available. Okay, I got you, Miss Petrus. One moment. It shows there are 115 citizenships. This is the PCI. available citizenships, oh my goodness, there's still 1,151,743 citizenships. The staking wallet is, it's a little bit bigger, but you would have to share that with all of these people. So this may not be the best option. So you just repeat that step over and over until you get to a place where you're comfortable. Okay. Okay, Petrus, you put your hand down, so I'm assuming that that may have been a mistake.
No.
Okay.
No.
No, I did have my hand up.
Okay, go ahead.
Yes. Can you explain to us all what PCI stands for and why it's important?
Okay, PCI, to my understanding, stands for per capita income. So when you're looking at the per capita income, it's important because, like this one, for example, has a very low one. So this may not be a great option for you in terms of what income you're going to bring in on a regular basis. So I'm going to go back and find another one that maybe has a higher PCI. Let's try Brazil. Well, it's still rather low. However, it's better than $1 and whatever the previous one was. But you want to just kind of peek at each one of these because the gross domestic product, the GDP, this is possibly, very important for you to see kind of what the economy is like in that region. And as far as the staking wallet, it tells you how many G999 are available for you. But according to how many citizenships are available and how many people are there, it will tell you how much you would have to split or share with someone else. I hope that answered your question.
Yes, that does. Thank you very much. So it's an important component as well, besides just, okay, so the PCI is the per capita income, and we should also look at the GDP, the gross domestic product, to determine how healthy their economy is for that particular place. Okay, thank you.
Very good recap. I love it. All right, great. Rachel Newman, you have your hand raised.
Hi, can you hear me?
Yes.
Okay, perfect. I wanted to ask about when you're in the simulator. I just got into Lydian World probably a few weeks ago, and I purchased 2 citizenships, but I did not check the box show available mining treasures. And I just wondered, like, not so much the benefit, but the difference, right? When you're purchasing citizenship between checking that box and not checking that box, and what it avails.
It just means that you may have gone in blindly and not known, exactly what was available to you. But the fact that you have this citizenship is a great thing. So don't worry so much if you didn't do it prior to today's training. Just be aware moving forward and try to, take a look at that while you're getting future citizenships, okay?
So make sure to check the box in the future.
Yes.
Yeah.
Yes.
Okay, thank you.
Yeah, so you can make the best informed decision for yourself. Any other questions about that? Okay, I'm gonna move forward to the next section, which is acquiring a position. So you want to look at the open positions right here on the left-hand control panel. And when it pops open, it may look like this. It's going to show you the hot auctions, which are the ones that are possibly going to be closing soon, or there's been a lot of activity. You can click on the bid history and you'll notice whether or not there is someone that has been bidding, and you'll be able to see a little bit of that. View all is going to allow you or afford you the opportunity to look at all of the positions that are available. Now, there are some filters here at the top. You can send them in ascending order, meaning the ones that are going to be closing sooner. And it tells you, like right here, if you can see, there's only 42 hours left. So in less than a couple of days, someone is vying for this governor position. Okay. If you notice, you'll see the highest bidder says it's my baby 1982. If you tap bid history, it's going to open up this window and you're going to be able to tell what the lowest bid started out as on October 10th at 6:36 p.m. Someone named Dave Miller tried to secure this position for 6,360 Lydian Lions. And then Bulldog 1990 came right behind him about 3 hours later and decided that they wanted to outbid that other person. So then you see Dave Miller came back with a counter. He came back with 73, 60, and so forth, so on, so on. So you can see how low the bid started, but now it's all the way up to 25,000. But do you notice the gap between Klaus Sin on November 3rd? It was 14,000, and this person went all the way up 11,000 to bid 25,000. That means they really want that position, right? Well, if Holly the housewife or Max the millionaire comes in on whatever day it is that this is going to expire and they outbid this person, then they will have this position. Now, some people ask me a strategy, and I'm going to tell you what I do. I take that number, the clock that's sitting there. I take that clock and I have something called a clock calculator or calendar calculator. I type into the minute, the hours and the minutes. If there's days on there, I type it all in to tell me which date and time that this bid is going to close. And as it gets closer, I put a reminder definitely in my calendar and I set an alarm. And when it is about 15 minutes left, I watch very intently. And then the next thing that I do is right when there's maybe 2 minutes left, I put my bid in. And guess what? Most of the time, that's how I swipe a position away from someone else. So that's just a strategy in case someone wants to use it, feel free, okay? All right, let's get back to any questions, any questions? Any questions?
I have one. It may be kind of out of place, but I'm fixing to have to get off. Where do your NFTs go whenever you hit that button?
Okay, very good question. I'll show you. When you come over here to Lydian World, just like we have the main control panel and our other, you're gonna go to where this says mutate NFT. And
Okay.
you're gonna take a look at, oops, nope, that one isn't gonna show you all of them. Let me go back to, excuse me. We're gonna go back to Croasis NFTs, yeah. NFT list. ProAces NFT. This should show you,
Uh-oh.
my wallet for this junior account is not connected. So, but your NFT should show up on this screen. Let's see if there's another.
What do whenever I get the drop down, it say marketplace history and NFT list.
Tap on NFT list and see if that's where yours are located. I'm trying to see if there's another space that I could show them to you. Let's see. Citizenship game.
Oh, I see them. It's 4 of them.
Okay.
It was under the mutated
Okay.
link,
Mm-hmm.
and there but it says on here that I have to add 3 more NFTs to complete mutation.
Well, yes, but there is a way that you can still use them without mutating them, because I think there is an option at the top on the left-hand side. It says non-mutated NFTs. Do you see that?
Non-mutated. Okay, they're imported now. So,
but they should.
But it's asking if I want to mutate, but I don't know if I do or not.
Right, and you don't have to. So when you go into the citizenship game, there is a place for you to select one of your NFTs, and it's going to ask you to choose a worker or something along those lines. I didn't want to go too far into that this evening because I don't want to overwhelm everybody. We've been here for, a little bit over an hour, so I don't want to keep us on much longer. But I did at least want to expose you to how you export your NFTs, how you acquire citizenships, and how you send your Lydian Lions over, as well as there was one other piece I didn't get to show you, which was how to find a city. Okay, go ahead, Petrus.
Yes, thank you very much. Great training, Ms. Keisha. Just want to find out, are you going to be doing another training like this? As you mentioned that this is not going to have enough time to go further. Will you do a part 2 or part 3?
I can try to make sure that we arrange that. Now, it may have to be, I can tell you there's another training that, what is his name? I want to say it's Joe.
Joby Gay, yeah, Joby Gay.
Yeah, he'll be doing one Saturday. So that may be a good one to also tap into. But outside, because what I wanted, the reason it was urgent to me is that when we go to Cape Town, something is about to pop off, okay? And the big clue was when we had the opportunity to load our gaming certificate, the gaming blockfolio. Lydian World is about to pop off. And if you heard the breadcrumbs that Alex dropped with respect to architects and people building and so forth in Lydian World, right, we need to make sure that we have as many citizenships. If you can't do anything else between now and then, at least get your citizenships. Position yourself and get some citizenships, please, as much as you can afford. If you do not know how to get additional Lydian Lions, there is one way. You can purchase NFTs. You go back to that same menu on GS Partners where it said NFT, and you can get them as low as $28. That will yield you a certain number of Lydian Lions. The more you acquire, of course, you're going to get more Lydian Lions. But you just want to make sure that you have as many citizenships as you can afford to get, because whenever there's activity in that country, you're going to get paid. If you've never heard the term raining in Lydian World, just wait. Every single day I am paid. I'm paid while I sleep. You do not want to leave this money on the table. Now, if you're just starting out and you're going to see some things trickle in, don't be disheartened when you see micro deposits, because if you have 10 cents a day for 30 days, how much money are you going to have at the end of the month? Anybody can answer that.
$3.
Right. And if you if you get $5 a day for 30 days, you're going to have what?
$300.
No, $150.
Right.
$150, right.
So it behooves us to acquire as many positions as possible. Now, the cities, I know we're over the time, but I feel it incumbent upon me to at least show you where to look for the cities, okay? Hopefully you can see my screen. On the world map, just like we were looking at that simulator, I'm going to come to you, Ms. Newman, in just a second, okay? You're going to look at show cities, and this is what will reveal all of the cities that are available to us. Now, I'm going to take a look at North Carolina, because some of you may have never even tapped on this, but there are plots of land that are available. And these are the places. Okay, let me go to a zone. Yeah, this one is 3.32% completed. And this junior account doesn't have very many Lydian staters. Now, you've heard me say Lydian Lions, you've heard me talk about, the NFTs, but Lydian staters is the token of Lydian World by which you can acquire some land. And so when you click on, just say, I'm going to click on this piece of land, it's going to show you a unit ID number, and it's going to tell you the price. It's going to tell you how much it is by square meter, square foot, the total area, and which zone it's in. Now, a lot of waterfront property is very highly desired and sought after. So if you were to acquire any of these, that's a good thing. But if you hover, it'll show you the cost. Like this one is only 53. This one is 81, and so forth. And, just they vary according to size. So people are going to want to build, like someone may want to build their school. Someone may want to put their business on my property. Someone may want to start an Airbnb on my property, but there are going to be so many facets of this Lydian world as we go from this flat 2D to the next phase, which I think is possibly going to be the 3D version. But you want to get as many citizenships and cities plots of land as you can. Hint, hint, clue, clue. Okay. All right, I'm going to stop sharing and I'm going to get to Ms. Newman so we can wrap up here. Yes, go ahead with your question.
So my question was kind of like same as the previous person. Will you be doing this again? I got on Joby's the last couple Saturdays, which helped me introduce me to Lydian World. And then I got on the Lydian World Telegram group, and they were talking about rain, and I was like, I don't know what they're talking. I know I don't. I don't know what I'm doing, but I know I clicked around in there and got citizenship in Eritrea and Solomon Island. But then stuff started popping up, like little hold on, I'm about to look at my screen really fast. Like rewards started popping up, and then action and mint blockchain wallet, and I was like, oh, I need adult supervision help, because it's like, yeah, I gotten as far as the clicks will take me by myself guessing. And I did some things that started some other things, which is what's so awesome about all these platforms. But yeah, I wanted to know too, like, will you do another one, or like who are the best people? Because in the Lydian World Telegram group, like they're really advanced. Like at first I couldn't ask questions, and then now I can. I reached out to some people, but I was like, yeah, my questions would be so baseline. I feel like I need like whoever like the Lydian World experts. I need like a little one-on-one for 30 minutes because I've gone pretty far. And you did the other question about I had about properties, because people talk about that on Joby's thing. So that yeah, that was
what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna try to put the link in the chat for the channel. Let's see, there is a Lydian World.
Where's the Lydian World Telegram? Is I haven't seen that. Can you put that in there too?
Okay. Just a moment. Let me share this link for the master channel at least and put that in the chat. Okay, that's the master channel. Now let me get you the link for the Lydian World Telegram. Let's see here. Invite. Copy the link. Okay. All right. I've placed both of those in the chat for your reference. Please tap. Ms. Minor?
Yes, ma'am. Good evening, and thank you so much for this very thorough overview of Lydian World. I'm really very new to this, and in an effort to take a chance and just step out and just, sound maybe, like a novice, I really need, like previously to the young lady before me, a basic overview of what this whole Lydian World is about and how, what it means from basics, from soup to nuts, because I don't want to sound like I don't know what's going on. I'm pretty quick. I'm a quick start, but I get it, the land and everything you were trying to say, where you were saying, but can I get an overview somewhere where I can go and get an overview from the very beginning of what Lydian World as it relates to GS Partners, getting, from just the very basics. So I can feel like I know what I'm doing.
Right. So the link that I dropped in the chat for the Lydian World Master channel, that may be helpful. If not, who's your sponsor?
The Petrus's.
Okay.
The mighty Petrus's, they're awesome. Thank you. Yes.
I don't know. Do you know who their sponsor is?
I believe they will tell me. Can you tell me, guys, the Mr. Murray? I believe.
Mrs. Logan.
Mr. Logan.
Okay.
Hey, guys.
Okay. She would know how to reach me or Miss Thompson. So we would be able to get you an answer perhaps if your sponsor is unable to. Okay. So I'd like for you to at least take a look at the YouTube channel. And
yes, ma'am.
Yeah, Miss Newman says it's amazing. It is. So it may answer a lot of questions. We did perform a little bit basic this evening, but
yes.
It's my pleasure and privilege. Now, I don't want to take for granted that my amazing leader is here, Miss Shelby Casey Thompson. She is phenomenal. She's one of the leaders. She's the co-founder of Team Freedom, and she's a phenomenal wife, mother, educator, and she just loves serving people to her very core. I have never seen someone so selfless as herself. She really cares about people, and education is definitely near and dear to her heart. So I thank her for her time. She's very busy just for being here. So I want to allow room for her to have a few words, as well as Executive Dr. Renita, if either of you would like to have words before we close out. Okay, Ms. Thompson, she may not be available to speak.
Hey, I'm so sorry, Keisha. I'm here. I am so sorry. I was clicking around with my buttons. Hold on a minute.
Okay,
Let me turn my volume up so y'all can hear me.
you're loud and clear.
Okay, can y'all hear me?
Yes, ma'am.
Okay, I just want to thank you for taking the time out of your schedule to put together this training for not only my major players on the line, but also everybody who's on this line. I'm very excited about the Lydian world. And, you know, it's so amazing that, you know, you're real savvy in that area and you're giving us those tools. So we really appreciate that, Keisha. Hats off to you for just taking the time out of your schedule for doing that. And I just want to say we're going to utilize this recording so we can actually, you know, build from this recording and we can be able to teach it back to our team players. So we will, you know, look forward to plugging into any future trainings that you're going to be doing pertaining to Lydian World, because this is a whole nother animal that a lot of us are not getting paid from. You know, we're participating, but we're really not capitalizing off of it. So with that being said, I want to say thank you. And for those who's on the line, I'm going to go ahead and put this caveat out to y'all. Mike Delco and I will be doing the call.
Uh-oh, you muted yourself. Y'all are going to be doing the call what?
We're going to be doing the call this evening at 9 o'clock, Super Tuesday. Get your guests on the line at 9 o'clock. Get all guests on the line. It's going to be a phenomenal call this evening at 2 o'clock. So with that being said, I'm going to throw it back to you, Miss Shelby or Miss Keisha.
All right, great. Thank you, thank you. All right, one more time, Ms. Thompson, if you're available, you're certainly welcome to come to the mic. Everyone else, thank you, Mr. Hankerson. My pleasure. It's been my privilege and my honor to serve you. And I am so looking forward to hearing Dr. Renita this evening. I know that is going to be lit. So invite. I will reach back out and plug a message to one of your leaders regarding when we may do a follow-up training, because I don't want anyone to leave money on the table. The rain, Ms. Newman, that they're talking about, it rains in our back office, our Lydian World platform every single day, but especially at the end of the month. So if you all are not familiar with your dashboard and you go to look at the certificates, when you just simulate purchasing one, not saying that you have to purchase one, but when you select purchase and you take a look, you see all those pools swirling around. Maybe you might pay a little bit closer attention because those pools pay us at the end of the month and you want to get your portion. Do not leave any money on the table. Not a lot of leaders talk about Lydian World, but I'm going to tell you, you need to pay attention to Lydian World. There's plenty of money to be made. Okay. That said, we're going to close out for the evening. Thanks everyone for your time, your attention, and your participation. And I look forward to serving you again in the near future. All right, everyone, I'll say good night.